In this video, I'm gonna break down my 6 simple steps of how I was able to make $5,500 in less than an hour. And as an educator of over 15 years, I am going to teach you these exact simple steps so you can apply them to your trading strategy. So without further ado, let's get right to the charts. But before you go there, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe because y'all already know how the YouTube does. All right, let's get to the charts. All right, y'all, let's get right into it. So the first step we're going to look at is we're going to go to the hourly time frame to draw our levels. So we're looking at the 1 hour time frame of our ticker that we're interested in marking. So what you're looking for on the 1 hour time frame is you're simply looking for a reaction, right? You want to see where price has gone to and had a reaction. Either price trended up and it stopped, or price was dropping and it was unable to continue dropping. So what we want to mark is those levels where price had that reaction. And what we want to see is that price has had more than one reaction at that particular level. So like here, 1, 2, 3, 4 reactions. This was a great level to mark here. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lots of reactions at that level there. Okay, so once we have a few levels above and below price action, then we simply want to go to the 4 hour time frame to tighten up on those levels, just to make sure that we are for sure catching all those levels, just like here, 1, 2, 3, that they're actually touching candlesticks. Okay, so let's move on to step 2. Step 2, what you want to do is you want to identify your pre-market high and pre-market low. A quick way to make sure that you are able to do that on your tradingview.com, go to the settings section here and make sure that you have the session. It is on extended time and not regular trading time. What that does, and when you switch your account to have that setting, you're able to get the pre-market data, which is this orange area, post-market, and intraday data. Okay, because previously you would just have intraday data on your chart. Now, when we have that pre-market high and pre-market low, what we're looking for now is we're looking for the highest peak, right? We want to see the highest point that price got to and making sure that we have that marked. So right here, we have that price got all the way up here and had a reaction. It did not go any higher than this point. So I'm going to mark my pre-market high there. And I want to point out that my pre-market is this dotted yellow line because that's just my personal preference, okay? But it's clear for me to be able to identify all the way down intraday action that, oh, that line is pre-market, the pre-market level, okay? Same thing as we did with the high, we're just looking to see the low. So we want to make sure we're able to mark the lowest point that price reacted there. And the second part B of step 2 is going to be marking yesterday's high and yesterday's low. So we simply go to the left of price here, mark the highest point that price got to, which is this level, and then also mark the low here. Okay, now when we have that, y'all, we're able to use those levels while we're trading intraday, and I'll show you as when we break down this live trade that we took on Tesla together how it actually played out. Okay, now step 3 is going to be identify the 200 simple moving average on all time frames. So not only am I identifying the location, right? I want to pinpoint the location. Is it above or below price action, and how far away is the 200 from the current price? Okay, and why is that important? The 200 simple moving average will and may act as a level of support, right? That floor, or a level of resistance, that ceiling. So why am I interested in that? I want to make sure that if I'm in a trade going forward, either a call position or a put position, I'm aware of the location of that 200, that I may make an informed decision. Do I want to take the trade? Do I want to get into the trade? Do I want to take profit here, right? But what the saying is, what you don't know costs you, right? And trust me, not knowing where the 200 simple moving average is in relative to your money or your trade, it can cost you. Now, it's always important, like I said, for step 3 to identify the location of the 200 simple moving average on all time frames. Now I want to make a quick point to step 1, 2, and 3. All of these steps, y'all, are happening prior to the market opening. Okay, I trade the New York market and that opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So prior to the market opening, all of these levels need to be marked, right? You should be marking these. I personally do them every day for my group fresh and drop them inside of the academy there, so they're able to go ahead and take the levels that I have plotted, all of these levels that I'm teaching you, and then just simply put them on the charts that they trade. Okay, so this is a great pre-market ritual to now have, so that you have some sort of gauge to understand what price, when price gets to this particular level, what do I do? Okay, so since we have all our levels, cool, you look like you think you're ready to get started trading, no problem. Now step 4 is going to be what we do when we're actually live trading. Okay, so step 1, 2, and 3 were pre-market opening. Now step 4 is when the market opens. Now I want to point out, when the market opens, I am trading on 2 time frames. I am trading on the 2-minute and the 5-minute. Okay, so those are the 2 time frames that I am trading on. I am trading on the 2-minute time frame earlier in the day, in between that 9:30 and 10, and then later on in the day I move on to the 5-minute time frame. So with that being said, we're going on to step 5. So mind you, y'all, I want to point out that we did take this actual live trade on live with our friends. I'm going to show you that in just a few seconds, that this trade was not just a still, this is not just a still chart that I'm breaking down. This is a trade that we actually traded on live, and a lot of people were able to make a lot of money on it, and myself included. I was able to make $5,500 on this exact trade here. So I want you to see that this is not just for show. People actually trade this live with us. So go ahead and take a look.
Tesla's going. Please hold on that run and milk that thing. If you have multiple contracts, take a little bit off. Should be up decent. If you only have one, just trail your stop loss. Just trail your stop loss. It's moving a little slow. If you get a little pop. Tesla, girl, congrats on Tesla. I said, hold them runners. Trail your stop loss.
All right, so beautiful. You saw we do this. So let me break down what it is and what we saw and what we liked about it. Okay, so step 5 is to check for confluences, right? Confluence simply means more than one reason to take this trade. And one of the first confluences that we like to see is to see a break and hold of our pre-market levels. So remember, we have the high and the low. Remember, that's that dotted line here. So we did get a break of pre-market low here. Wonderful. Is that my entry? No, not at all. What we want to see is that price is able to not only break, but hold below that level, right? To show us that, hey, we are indeed in a downtrend, okay? Speaking of that, y'all, one of the big things that I want you all to develop as a trader is to understand there's times when you're not supposed to trade, or there's times where the setup is not ideal. And inside of pre-market time is not ideal. So this is called the no trade zone. If we're not able to break out of pre-market levels, pre-market high or low, that's a really, really risky chance of being caught up in what we call chop, or that sideways consolidation. You don't want to be in that. So simply having the patience to wait for these breakouts will change the game for you. It's something we say in the Academy, patience pays, okay? So what we were able to do here, my friends, we were able to wait for this nice push to the downside. Once we get that nice push to the downside, we want to see what we call a trend happen, okay? Either an uptrend or a downtrend. And we were able to see a nice push, but then we got caught up in this little chop here. We didn't say get caught up in it. We saw that price was moving sideways. No problem at all, okay? Now, once we see that price was moving sideways, we're still interested in this down move here on Tesla. So what we're looking for is going to be our entry point, okay? All right, so with our entry point, what we're looking for is a flag. So we get a flag that's forming right here. And what we want to see is a break and a hold below that flag. One of the other things you need to know with me, I do not want you to get into a trade unless you have a stop loss, okay? And a stop loss here is simply on the opposite side of the flag. And the stop loss simply is our level to let us know to get out of this trade. But this trade wanted to go, and it did. Our entry was this candle here. It made this nice push to the downside. And then finally, step 6, we love to see a trend, right? In this case, we were looking for a downtrend. We see a lower high, lower low, lower high. That's what's defined as a downtrend. So once we get our entry here, man, we get a beautiful downtrend happening, beautiful continuation of this on just a sweet down move. I love looking at this. Myself was able to make $5,500 on this, and my friends in the group were able to also print on this trade. It was such a beautiful, beautiful move. And I want to point out too, y'all, there were multiple entries on this move, multiple ways to get into this trade if you weren't able to get into it here. And what I did, the best way that I was able to increase my earnings to that 55 was not only entering here, but to also take advantage of those multiple entries going down. That's a little bit more advanced, but just to give you a why it worked out, okay? And then finally, we were able to take profit here at this level here at a beautiful profit target. Still was able to push down a little bit more. But like I said, a beautiful trade was had here with our friends in the academy. If you ever want to trade with us live and see our screen, we trade live every day. And I say we because it's my husband and I. Go ahead and comment trade down below or simply click the link in my description. We have lots of more resources that can help you on your trading journey. So for you, I want to applaud you. Kudos to you for sticking around and learning. I hope you were able to take notes and get something from this video. But I want to bless you too. Let's go ahead. Once you click that link in my description to join the academy, just simply type the promo code YT40 to get 40% off your first month's membership in the academy, just as a special thank you for sticking through and watching the whole video. If you have not done so yet, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed month, and a blessed rest of the year. See you on the next one.